Y'all, for this Am I the A-hole thread, I am not going to do a bunch of editorializing. I'm going to read it and see if y'all in the comments come up with the same conclusion that I did by the time I get to the end of this Am I the A-hole thread. This is what he says. Am I the a-hole for telling my wife I hate her new job? Okay, my wife, who's 37, and I, 38 male, have been married for 12 years, and we have three kids, 10, 8, and 6. During the pandemic, my wife's job allowed her to switch to 100% work from home. They never required her to go back to the office because her productivity actually increased, so there was no need. It made things easier for us too. I dropped off the kids at school, daycare in the morning, and she picked them up in the afternoon. She was able to keep up with a few things around the house during the day. We saved on gas and car maintenance, etc. A few months ago, she was contacted by a recruiter about a job. It would be a nice step up in her career path, as well as a boost in pay. But there were drawbacks. The company had no work from home policy and would require her to work in the office. This was apparently non negotiable. It would also be a 45-minute commute for her. We talked it over, and I expressed my concerns about how this would impact our daily lives. I told her that I don't necessarily think the bump in pay is worth the major changes in our daily lives, not to mention the stress that the commute would have on people that could impact their mood and how they interact at home. Are you guys already starting to see what I'm seeing? Okay, she assured me that everything would be fine and that we would adjust as a family, and soon the new routine would just become our new normal. I told her that I would never tell her to not take the job, but I just don't know if it's worth the changes that it's going to bring on him. Ultimately, the decision was hers, and she accepted the new job. She's been there for about 10 weeks now. To say it's been an adjustment is an understatement. She wakes up and leaves before the kids even get up. She'll help get a few things ready for them before she goes, but the entire morning kid routine is on me. I also do both drop off and pick up for all the kids too. Evenings have been a huge mess because I get home and try to get the kids distracted while I start dinner. When my wife gets home, she is usually stressed from the job. Her commute has turned into over an hour due to construction and traffic, and it takes her 15 minutes for her to calm herself down before eating alone. Then, after dinner, she's going to bed earlier because she has to wake up earlier. I told her that I feel her new job has put an unfair amount of household and childcare duties on me, and that she is being far less present in our lives when she's home. She told me that we just need to give it more time to adjust and things will get easier. I told her that 10 weeks is a pretty good adjustment period, and I hate it so far. She told me that I'm being an unsupportive jerk and I need to give it more time. Edit. I don't have the emotional bandwidth right now to deal with the huge amount of sexist BS I'm getting here. Those kinds of responses are why men don't open up when we feel exactly like I do right now and just bottle this up. I have to get ready to pick up my kids. They're getting Happy Meals tonight because F it. Do y'all see what I'm seeing here? Do y'all see? I am not laughing at this man's frustration. I am really not. That is not my point. Do you mind my asking if it's feasible to hire someone for afternoon pickups and light housekeeping? The meal prepping on weekends sounds great, something you can do as a family, plus the kids could learn as well. Maybe the conversation between the two of you is in order, being kind and understanding. For all you know, she could be thinking she should have kept her former job, not the a-hole though. And then he says, if we pay people to do childcare and or cleaning, any increase in her pay is completely wiped out. We would be a lot closer to breaking even to even make the new job worth it. So I completely understand this man's point of view. The reason why I understand this man's point of view is because this is typically what women go through. And that is the reason why I'm kind of chuckling on the inside. And women are typically the one trying to give the solutions, and the men are typically the ones trying to shut down or not being responsive. So this is definitely turnabout, and I'm sure that he is getting a lot of flippant comments in the comment section, because I completely understand why women would be doing that. Anyways, I am not going to hammer this home because I wanted y'all's opinion on this. And I think that turnabout is fair play. I also believe that as women become more educated, but while we keep pushing for opportunities, while we move up the ranks, because life has been changing, I think that we're going to see a lot of men have these kinds of revelations. And as more women opt out of relationships, the men that do get into relationships are going to have to pick up some of the slack like this in order to get the household, the kids, and the wife that they're looking for. But that's just me making some conjectures. You guys jump in the comments. Let me know what you think. Like, comment, share.